Hello and welcome. This is a series, it's a chapter from my new book, Lessons from the Floor, What I Learned While Flat on My Back in a Chocolate Crime Scene, which is available now. And this is a chapter that I think is very important, so I wanted to put it out. It's chapter 13 of the book, actually, and it's called The Food Pyramid of Manifestation. So it will be in 4 different parts, short parts, so let's begin. Hello, thank you for joining me. This is part 2 of the Food Pyramid of Manifestation. This part is titled, You Can't Manifest Over a Wobble. And I feel that is the mistake of most manifestation teachings. It starts at intention instead of a baseline, a coherent baseline. So people are starting from a wobble, maybe even several of them. They want money because they feel unsafe and insecure. They want love because they feel unseen. They want success because they feel behind. They want relief because something in them has been braced for so long that peace sounds more like a hostage negotiation than a spiritual state. So the desired outcome may be clean, but the nervous system state present beneath it is often fear, urgency, contradiction, compensation, or lack. And now they are trying to bridge that gap with words. I am abundant. I am chosen. I am magnetic. Everything is always working out for me. Maybe, eventually, possibly. But right now, your shoulders are up by your ears and your body is acting like it heard glass break in the next room. And that really matters because the mind does not override the nervous system. It amplifies whatever state it is sitting on top of. A frightened system can say spiritual things. We do it all the time. We pray out of fear and out of anxiety, right? A brave system can use elegant affirmations to try and coax yourself out of these situations. A dysregulated person can become very fluent in trust, alignment, receiving, while still being internally organized around fear and lack. That does not make them fake, it makes them human. But it does expose the crack in the manifestation teaching model. Because if the deeper state has not changed, then the words are not leading. They are trailing or covering or just performing. Words matter only to the degree that they emerge from or help restore a state of coherence. Because words can help orient the system sometimes, but they are not magic words by themselves. They are effective when they are congruent with the body, the field, and the deeper truth of the moment that you're in when you're saying these affirmations. The body says, something is not settled. The mind says, we are abundant. The body says, I do not feel safe. The mind says, affirm positivity 10 more times and maybe light a candle. The body says, I am in contraction. There's some pressure here. The mind says, we do not claim that energy. Now the person has the original wobble plus the effort of trying to deny it with overlaying affirmations on top of it. They are not transforming then, they are just self-editing. That is why so much of high vibe spirituality eventually becomes frustrating and exhausting. It turns the person into their own internal hall monitor. Watch your thoughts, correct your language, do not dwell, do not spiral, do not doubt, do not feel the wrong thing for too long, or the universe might overhear you and place another order for chaos, which is what obviously we're trying to avoid. But that is not freedom, that is metaphysical customer service anxiety. And when it does not work, people often blame themselves. So they assume they did it wrong, right? They were not positive enough, not disciplined enough, not energetically consistent enough. But maybe the issue is not that they failed at manifestation. Maybe the issue is that they were handed the process backwards. Because if your inner state shapes your outer experience, then state is the beginning of the manifestation process. It's not the outcome. You can't start with the future and force the present to catch up. You start with the present and reduce interference and static. That, in my opinion, is the missing base. That also gives a much more honest hierarchy. Awareness first. Nervous system state second. Orientation third. Then your intentions and your affirmations have power. Most manifestation teachings start too late in that sequence. It starts at intention, or even worse, at outcome. But real change starts earlier, at baseline, inside your body. And this is where sovereign neutral becomes very important. Because if state is the base, then we need something deeper than just positivity. We need a true baseline. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one.